Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I haven't made a video in a long time, so I may be a little out of practice. If you hear any noise in the background, that's because my 3D printer is running. I wanted to just get on and start again with some videos. I love to teach and show everybody my creations. I hope you enjoy them as well. So we'll get right into it. I'm turning to the world of junk journaling. I have done this in the past a long time ago, but with scrapbooking and card making, I kind of got away from all of that. You can learn from my mistakes and what I've learned and researched as we go along through this video series. So today I'm just going to create a cover, and I have tons of cardboard. You know, they're from paper pads, from paper inserts, you know, all kinds of things you can get this chipboard from. So I thought I'd just turn on the video and show you what I've learned so far. This is packaging from any boxes you may get in the mail, you know, the brown paper packaging. I just put it out and roll it up, you know, in a pile like this. And it's perfect for making journal covers to cover items like this, or boxes you can use, but it covers up the writing, which will sometimes show through fabric that you may cover your journals with. You could cover them with paper, but I use fabric for this journal, so that's what I'm going to be doing, is covering these. So to start off with, you want to cut this down. You don't want to use this uneven edge here. So just get some scissors out and cut this down. It doesn't have to be perfect. And you can recycle that too. And this is another great thing to recycle, using your paper scraps that we have so many of. So these are the two covers. I need a spine. I do have some cut down. They are 1.5. There they are. Okay, so these are 1.5. And let's get one that's got designs on it, because I want to cover that up. So I will measure it out about where I want it. And this one has stuff there. Okay. So now I use a variety of glue. I have containers of different glues. This is one of the things that happens when you clean, right? And you organize. You find all the stuff that, oh my God, I haven't used that in forever. Let's get it used. So I have tons of Elmer school glue. This is what I'm going to use to attach these to my paper. And I'm just going to spread it out here. I like using an old paintbrush, and this is just for spreading glue. It's just a regular old flat paintbrush. And it gets pretty gooked up with glue. I just pick it off and keep going. Okay. So see, I'll spread it out. Now there are some globs here. I'll try and get it smooth and get the edges. It just makes for a nicer fold once you put the paper over the edges. And I'm going to lay it down, try and make it even top to bottom, and have it going parallel so that my book's not crooked. And make sure that you put, you know, the glue on the right side. Sometimes I'll flip it over and put it on the white side, and then I'll flip it back over and it's the design. I'm like, no, that's the part that I wanted covered. So there you go. And I'll tell you, there are so many great YouTube videos on doing stuff like this, but you want to find the quickest and easiest way, right? That works. So let me do the research for you, because I've been watching a lot of different videos to try and figure out what is the easiest and best way. And not that I'm saying this is the best way, right? There are a lot of different ways that are great, but for me, this is what I've found works really good. So I'm going to leave about 1/4 of an inch in between the spine piece and the covers. And I've also determined I'm not going to do a lot of editing on my videos, so you're going to get what you see. One thing, I used to cut these, you know, cut it here and then you get a nice 90-degree angle, but I'm going to cover it so it doesn't matter. So I saw another girl just fold it over at a 90-degree angle. And then when you fold these edges in, it creates a nice covering. And I really like that idea. It's so much easier. I just tried to make sure that I have this covered. So this portion right here is a square or a rectangle. Okay. Make sure I got enough glue. So I'm just going to fold it over until it looks like a pretty good square. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, these are going to be all covered up. So now I'm just going to put some glue here and here, and I'm going to put glue here because that's what's going to fold over. And I want that to stick down too. And the school glue, the Elmer school glue, is really just a PVA glue. It's really inexpensive. I just want to use it up. I've had it since my kids were in school, and the youngest one is 30-something years old now, so it's pretty old. It still works great. So, all right. And then you're just going to go around and do all the edges. So I have this scraper. I think it's a Pampered Chef one actually, but you could use a Cricut scraper, a credit card, any flat edge, and just go and make sure that your paper's laid down as best as you can. I should have done it on the cover before I started with the edges, but that's okay because see, it is wrinkled. But you know, once you cover it with fabric, it really, you can't tell. So don't tell anybody. You know, a little too rough. Sorry about that paper. Okay, so it's done. So I'll put it under something heavy, and I like to put it under my mat here. And then I will work on something else until it's dry. So that's all there is to it to make a cover. So I'll come back in the next series here and we will cover it with fabric.